Hey guys, I have a barbecue grill set. So this is a very cute little hot dog. Unfortunately, the little sauce protrusion here is not outlined, but hey, maybe it's ketchup. And you can actually take it out and slide it back in. Yummy. This is a little water bottle. It's supposed to be able to You're supposed to squeeze it and it absorbs the water, and you're actually supposed to put it in here. And there's the water. It kind of looks like a little ketchup bottle because it's very sharp at the end, and it's kind of has this like red design. Over here we have a little bun. It has very cute little sesame seeds on it. And it's even painted nice and white so you can distinguish it. And here is a little thing that you can use to connect the pieces together. So here we have the little patty inside, and it has a little bit of a faux meat texture, very sharp on one end and also sharp on the other. It's nice and brown, so you're not really sure, I guess, what kind of meat it is. Could be pork, probably beef, maybe even that fake vegetarian stuff. Over here you have the cute little lettuce, green, and it has these little ridges and wrinkles to represent the lines on the leaves. Kind of looks like a brain texture to me. And of course, the fuzzy middle part. This one isn't as rough as the other pieces. And now you have the bottom bun. It's very nice and flat, no sesame seeds, and sharp in the middle. So now I'm gonna put the sesame bun together with the patty. And now we have the lettuce. And finally we have the bun. Now we have this very cute little hamburger. Yummy. So now we have this tasty little orange wing. It has a cute little end to it with some nice juicy meat here and a couple of lines here for texture. And it sounds very hollow and it's very light. Sizzle. And over here we have a lovely cute little pan. It has these nice little ridges at the end so you can pour liquid out very easily and it just doesn't spill everywhere, with a cute little handle and a hole here so you can hang it out to dry. Even the little ridges at the bottom to match the stove tops, and you can whack it. Use it to whack things. And maybe if you're skilled enough, you can even flip pancakes. And now we have this awesome ketchup bottle. It says tomato ketchup. There's a little whole tomato here with the sliced tomato at the bottom. There's a little hole here for where the ketchup comes out. And other than that, it's very empty. Nothing inside. Boop, 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 boop. And now we have this cute little purple onion. It has a very beautiful ombre color because you can see it's light purple at the bottom and much darker purple at the top. And it took me a long time to actually notice, but purple onions are so much spicier than their white orange counterparts. Like the white and orange counterparts, like you can cut thick little slices like tomatoes out of it and eat it with your food like my sister does. She eats it like a chip. But these onions, now these are super spicy, and it's really hard to eat a lot of this raw. Oh, if you look on the inside, it has these cute little lines and ridges, so it replicates the layers of the onion. And now we have some delicious corn on the cob. It still has the little leaves here that you're supposed to rip off and take out, because sometimes corn is weighed by its weight and you don't want to pay for leaves that you're not going to eat, right? And here it's cut right in half to make it easier when you're chomping down on it. And yeah, that's the delicious little corn. Very nice, yellow and sweet, with ridges for all the little kernels. And now we have the super delicious steak. There's a little T-bone in the middle. I'm not sure what kind of cut this is, but probably a good one, I'm assuming. And there's little lines here to show the texture. And it has this beautiful, nice golden brown color to it. So it's slightly cooked already. So what kind of steak do you guys like? I don't think I could ever eat it raw, but it's really cool to look at cartoons where they eat the steak and it's just floating in this pool of blood. It looks so good in cartoons, at least. And now, of course, we have the drumstick. But it's not really a cute drumstick because it has this extra additional leg, thigh muscle. The drumsticks in cartoons are always so cute because it just contains this part with the little bone sticking out. And I don't know, maybe there's sauce on the bone because everything is just this nice, beautiful orange color. Perhaps it's buffalo flavored, which I absolutely love. It tastes so good and sour and spicy. And they did a really good job of mimicking the chicken texture on here. It really does kind of look like chicken flesh skin. And now we have the little tongs. There's these black areas where you can use to hold on to it, and you can use it to clip and grab things. I don't think this is wide enough to grab most of these toys though. So, and over here you have this little adorable burner. It's blue right here. I don't know if you can see it, but from what I remember in science class, blue flame is a lot more lean and it burns hotter actually than red flame. And you have these little ridges here to help hold the plate nice and above the flame, or the pan rather. And here you can use it to crank up the heat or crank it down. And now we have the knife. Like the pan, it has a little hole here so you can use it to hang it up to dry. It has this black little handle, much like the tongs, where you can hold it. And it has, of course, the gray sharp edge. And there's also a slight little neat attention to detail because it kind of goes inwards a little bit at the edge to mimic real knives. And this is the part that you would sharpen to cut. And now we have the spatula, SpongeBob's favorite utensil. So you have the hole at the end to hang it, the black handle, and of course the spatula's edge. And there's like nice little ridges, empty space here, and you can use it to mark the meat. Of course you don't want to be a savage and eat with your hands, right? So first you have a little spoon. Maybe you want to drink some nice soup. And now you have the fork with its 1, 2, 3, 4 prongs, and also the blue and downward arrow design. You can use it to stab and pick things up. And finally you have the knife. Although it looks so cute, this little edge, it almost reminds me of a butter knife. But you can use it to cut. And of course you have to serve food on plates, right? Unlike medieval times where they would put food on their bread, we have plates. The little edge here, and it's nice and silver gray. Last and certainly not least, we have the grill. It has this cute little temperature thermometer here that you can use, and it can show what the temperature is. And over here you have this adorable adjustable little top to let out the smoke if you so choose. And now we can see what's inside using the handle. So here you can see we have one layer at the top, a second layer at the bottom, and what looks to be flames. So You can put things on here, grill them so they're cooked and have that beautiful line. And to turn it on, you will press this button and crank this up. You're supposed to turn this handle and it should create mist after you put the water in here. And over here, this handle is supposed to turn the light from dim to bright. I'm gonna turn this on, but I warn you, it's kind of loud and obnoxious. So bear with me. We're gonna start at the lowest setting. So unfortunately, the mist doesn't actually work, even though it was advertised as such, but at least there's light that lights up and such. And now we can put the food on here. Incoming steak. Flatten. Let's add some tasty onions to give it some flavor. Chop, chop, chop. The top half of the onion we can use to put onto the steak. And the other onion we can grill it lightly on top so it doesn't get burned. Maybe we want the hot dog to have that beautiful grill line to make it just that much tastier. The lovely little black lines of cancer on the grill. Boop. Roly, roly. How about we have some grilled corn? That sounds delicious. The corn is so hard to cut, so we're gonna need a bigger knife here. We're gonna need to take this butcher knife and just cut, 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 cut. Oh wow, I actually managed to use the tongue to grab onto something, and we can put it in the pan too to give it a little bit more fried grill flavor. We're gonna need to add some sauce, and I personally prefer barbecue sauce. So instead of the ketchup, we're gonna pretend this is barbecue sauce and just drizzle it over everything. Maybe we also want to add some delicious grilled vegetables too. Now how should we serve things up? Let's maybe get a little bit of, first, some delicious protein. Can't go wrong with steak. Some beautiful salad greens. A delicious dose of onion just to give it that oomph and spiciness. Who doesn't love corn on the cob, right? Although I hate how it gets stuck in your teeth. Some nice delicious fatty sausage. Now let's close the lid and leave the rest to cook. Try the meat. Try the salad. Munch munch on the corn. Overall, super delicious meal. 10 out of 10. And now on the smaller plate, we'll collect our chickens. Some nice fried chicken, because white meat is good for you, so you want to mix things up a little bit. Subscribe!